Good morning, dear students. I am Ms. Vandana Pai. In today's lecture of the subject Relationship Management, we will be starting with the unit number 2nd, which is entitled as Interpersonal Relationship. Okay, so let's see what is interpersonal relationship. Okay, what is healthy interpersonal relationship? Okay, what is the meaning of the said concept and the features of healthy interpersonal relationship? Okay, so let's move towards this. Healthy interpersonal relationship, okay, or what is interpersonal relationship? Okay, see, we will go through word to word so that it will be better for us to understand the concept of interpersonal relationship as well as the meaning and features of healthy interpersonal relationship. See, inter, what inter means between two persons. Okay, between two persons or two or more persons. Okay, see, interpersonal, okay, usually a term which is used interchangingly with this interpersonal is intrapersonal. Okay, though it is used interchangingly, but they are not the synonyms. Okay, their meaning is different. Okay, so first we will understand the difference between these two terminologies, and then we will move towards the content. Okay, interpersonal and intrapersonal. Intra, intra, intra. Okay, intra means what? Okay, within. See, many of the time what happens, okay, within our mind also, okay, there are certain factors which contributes towards conflict. Okay, see, within us sometimes what happens, see, whenever we are finalizing the decisions, okay, whenever we are finalizing the decisions at the time, okay, for an instant we are okay with that decision, right? We are okay with that decision, but time after some time, okay, we behave in negative manner, or we take that decision into, okay, or we are thinking into adverse, okay, we are thinking adverse about the decision which we have finalized. Okay, sometimes we is it we accept the decision what we have taken, sometimes we, okay, we think differently. Okay, so we are confused between yes or no. Okay, yes or no. So such type of relationship is called as intrapersonal relationship. Okay, now exactly opposite to this term interpersonal means whenever, okay, relationship happens between two or more people. Okay, for example, our family, our friends, is it, whenever we are working somewhere, okay, the relationship between employer employee, okay, um, whenever we are in our family, okay, the relation with siblings, is it, that can be interpersonal. Okay, whenever we are at workplace, okay, the relationship with our colleagues. Okay, so this all relationships, okay, even whenever it comes to friends, is it, the relationship between you and your best friend. Okay, so all these relationships, they are included in a single title called as interpersonal relationship. Interpersonal relationship means what? Yes, a relationship between two persons or two or more persons. Okay, whenever we consider relationship between two or more persons, it is included in interpersonal relationship. See, a prefix is added to interpersonal relationship. What is it? Healthy. Okay, healthy, what it means? Okay, is it related to health of the people? No, it is not related to health of the people, but it is related to health of the relationship between the two or more people. Okay, for example, friends. Okay, whenever we consider friends, okay, the relationship between you and your friend, okay, it should be always sound. Is it? It should always be sound. Sound means what? Okay, are you supposed to be louder in the relationship? No, you are not supposed to be louder. Okay, healthy or sound relation means not being louder, but okay, how or how much is it you care about the relationship? How much you care about the relationship? Whether Okay, you need that relationship or you want to break that relationship. Okay, see, if you need the relationship, then you take utmost effort. Okay, you take utmost effort so that, okay, always the relationship between you and your friend, okay, in this instance, okay, it will be maintained for long period of time. Okay, there will be no interruption into your communication. Okay, there will be no is it uh, what we call, okay, there will be no breakage, is it, no breach, is it, no stoppage in communication. Okay, it will be ensured only when it is healthy. Okay, means, okay, if you care about the relationship between you and other person, then surely it will be treated as healthy interpersonal relationship. See, in the second instant, okay, whenever you are at the workplace, is it, whenever you are at the workplace, see, though you come from different culture, though you have different behavioral pattern, okay, though is it, your workplace is different, your job role is different, still, okay, whenever you are working into a organization, is it, you ensure that you are a part of a team, right? You are a part of a team. Okay, whenever you are part of a team, at the time, yes, now and then, due to some of the reasons, you need to interact with other person. Okay, that other person might be your colleague, might be your subordinate, or might be your superior. Okay, getting it? Okay, see, whenever you are a part of an organization, okay, whenever you are a part of an organization, at the time you are required to have communication, have conversation, or have a gentle talk with superiors, is it, with superiors, that is vertical communication, right? Okay, with your colleagues, that is horizontal communication. Okay, with your subordinates, that is downward communication. Okay, you need or you are required to communicate or conversate with all these people and many more people, right? Whenever you are conversating with your superior, is it, see, the superior might be your boss, might be a person whom you are answerable for your mistakes or completion of or accomplishment of task, right? Okay, now whenever you are um, communicating or conversating with your colleagues, okay, you and your colleagues, they might be at the same level of the management, right? Okay, now whenever you are communicating with your subordinate, sorry, whenever you are communicating with your colleagues, at the time also you should ensure that you take utmost care whenever you are speaking anything, right? Whenever you are communicating with that person, you should take utmost care. Why? Is it because you are a part of a team? Is it some of the projects they are assigned, okay, on the basis of team, right? Now whenever you are working together, is it, it's not for today only, it's not for today only, but in coming future days, okay, you will be grouped into team. At the time, if you think that your work, your task, or the project which is assigned to your team, it should be completed in time without any interruptions, then surely your communication with that persons or your colleagues, it should be good. Okay, so you should establish a good relation with that persons. Okay, whenever you are communicating with your subordinates, okay, subordinates means all those people who are working under you, okay, who are answerable to you. Okay, if they have not accomplished their task, then you are the person who will be asking them the reasons why they have not completed the task, is it, and you have also the is it, it is your role to, yes, to get the work done from them, is it? Okay, so whenever you are communicating downward, that is with your subordinates, okay, at that time also, okay, you should care about the relationship, because not only today but in the coming future, you will keep on assigning, you will be keep on delegating some of the authority to that person. Okay, you will be decentralizing some things, right? Okay, you will be dividing the work. Okay, you will be assigning some of your part of work to them, is it? Whenever you think that these people should cooperate you, then surely you should care about the relationship. So Overall, what is interpersonal relationship? Interpersonal relationship are associations and linkages between two or more people who share a common interest, goal, or objective. Okay, see what is interpersonal relationship all about? Interpersonal relationship means, is it a strong, deep, or close association or acquaintance between two or more people? Is it? See, two or more people they come together for many reasons. Okay, if you want to ensure long term relationship with that person, surely the communication, is it, understanding, it should be deep, strong, is it, and whenever you are working together, okay, whenever you are working on a task, whenever you are working on a job, at that time you should ensure that the relationship with all the people, is it, whom or with whom you are concerned, it should be good one. Okay, what to do to have good relationship? What can we do? Yes, it is all about communication. Is it? It is all about communication, because if your communication is weak, if your communication is not sound, if you are not using soft skills, is it, if you are harsh, if you hurt other person, is it, surely there will be interruptions, breakages into your relationships. Okay, so mm, now this was the example of right, employer employee relation, or whenever you are at the workplace. Okay, now not only with friends, not only at the workplace, there are many more relationships which you are required to maintain, so that, is it, you ensure long run success into all those things whichever you have planned for. Is it? So whenever we consider interpersonal relationship, what is interpersonal relationship? Interpersonal relationship is a strong bond between two or more people. Is it? Strong bond between two or more people. Why the bond should be strong? Yes, okay, there are certain common goals of you and those people. Is it? You and those people, they do have certain common objectives, they have certain common goals. Okay, if you think that those common goals should be achieved in time, surely, okay, you should establish a strong and deeper bond between you and those people. Okay, so interpersonal relationship means a relationship between two or more people. Is it? How it should be? It should be healthy. Healthy means what you should be doing? Yes, you should be good at communication. Is it? You should be caring about the other persons. Is it? What you should be doing? Yes, you should not do those things which will hurt, okay, the trust, the bond. Is it? And day by day, through years, through your communication or conversation, or through your skill, what you should be doing? Yes, you should make the relationship more healthier, more stronger. Is it? Nothing should affect the relationship between you and the other person. Is it? Maybe the other person might be your friend, might be some of your colleague, might be your superior, might be your subordinate. Is it? Okay, any person. Is it? Why? Because in long run, okay, we will be having some of the shared goals, we will be having certain common goals. Is it? And if you think that those common goals should be achieved in time, effectively and efficiently, then you should always ensure that the relationship between you and the other person, it should be that strong. Okay, getting it? Then features of healthy interpersonal relationship. Okay, actually, see, whenever we go through all these features, whenever we go through all these features, they are quite simple to remember, as well as they are quite simple to discuss. Is it? Because, okay, if generally we think about interpersonal relationship, is it, what is the foundation of such type of relationship? Okay, what, see, what are those things which make a bond between you and your friend stronger or strongest? Is it? Okay, these are the features through which the interpersonal relationship, they become healthier, healthiest. Is it? First one is trust. Okay, trust, it is an inevitable. Okay, whenever we think about any relation. Okay, whenever we think about any relation, for example, your relation with your family, with your siblings. Is it? Your relationship with your friends, your relationship with your teachers. Okay, your relationship with your neighbors. Is it? Your relationship with your colleagues, with your superiors, with your subordinates. Okay, so whenever we consider all these relationships, yes, they are included in interpersonal relationship, because okay, it happens between two or more people, right? Okay, it does happens between two or more people. Okay, so what is the foundation of all this relationship? It is trust. Okay, what do you mean by trust? Yes, trust is just the faith you have in someone. Okay, trust is just a faith you have in someone. For example, see, we are timely guided, is it? Or time to time we do get a message from the respective banks. Okay, what is that message? Do not share your ATM pin, do not share the OTP or CVV number of your ATM card or debit card. Is it? What this message means? What is the gist of this message? Yes, why we should not be sharing all these things? Yes, what will happen? Okay, if we share, or if someone comes to know all these things, what they can do? Yes, within few seconds, within few minutes, our bank balance will be converted to zero balance, right? Yes, our bank balance will be zero, right? Okay, but we do share our ATM number with our family members. Why? Yes, we do have trust into them, we do have faith into them. We know that these people will never cheat us, right? They will never, yes, do some wrong things. Okay, they will never do or commit some things which will affect us badly, right? Okay, so in the same sense, whenever we are working in the organization, whenever we are working together in organization, there are certain trust issues with your subordinates, with your colleagues, as well as with your superiors. Okay, something you should leave on faith. Is it? For example, okay, if you are decentralizing something, if you are decentralizing something, or if you are delegating some of the authority to your colleagues or to your subordinates. Okay, now if you are giving some of the important work of your organization to your subordinate, yes, and you are continuously watching what your subordinate is doing, whether that subordinate is doing something unfair. Is it? If you are continuously watching that person, is it? What it means? What that person will be thinking of you? Yes, surely they will think that you don't have trust on them. Is it? So somewhere, whenever they are working with you, your relation will be affected, because okay, surely clear cut. Okay, whenever you are continuously watching the work of your subordinate, okay, it means that you don't trust that person, right? Okay, and if there is no trust into the relationship, surely it will be converted to unsound relationship. So the first feature of the interpersonal relationship itself is trust. Trust, what is trust? Trust is the faith you have in someone. Okay, then it is diversity. Okay, diversity, see, nowadays in this 21st century, okay, whenever you are hiring your employees, whenever you are hiring your employees, at the time you can't restrict, okay, you can't restrict based on the geographical boundaries or the location of that person. Okay, for example, if that person is it if that person is willing to work with you and that person has certain caliber, if that person has certain ability, or the specifications of that person and the job role, if it is matching, then you're surely supposed to offer job to that person. Okay, based on location, based on geographical boundaries, based on the state, based on the is it nation, based on the areas. Okay, you can't differentiate. Okay, based on place you can't make the appointment nowadays, right? In this 21st century, the person who has certain quality and who is fit for your job, yes, readily you should be assigning him the job, right, or the work. Now, whenever we consider diversity, diversity means what? Difference. Difference in, yes, as per the geographical boundaries, as per the geographical areas, there is a difference into the behavior pattern as well as the culture of the workforce. Okay, right? Now, whenever the workforce having different culture, they come together, what is inevitable? Misunderstanding, right? What is inevitable? Misunderstanding. So is it whenever we consider interpersonal relationship, okay, you should always communicate with your subordinates that there should be unity in diversity. Okay, or you should be assigning more and more tasks to such diverse people or diverse workforce, so that somewhere their bonding will be strong. Okay, you should not treat, or you should not generate an environment between the subordinates which is competitive in nature, but you should generate an environment or create an environment which will always be supportive. Is it supportive to this diverse culture workforce? Okay, so diversity is one of the feature of interpersonal communication. Next, it is mindfulness. Mindfulness, what is mindfulness? See, many of the time, for example, if the relationship between superior and subordinate is considered, see, superiors, what they do, yes, as they very well know that the subordinates are answerable to them, what they do, okay, whatsoever comes in their mind, they are free to share it with their subordinates. But what about subordinates? Okay, many of the time the subordinates also do want to share some things with the superiors, but due to authority, due to the positions, due to the level of work, okay, due to all these things, somewhere the subordinates, they don't open up with their bosses. In turn, what happens? Okay, it is mindfulness. Mindfulness means so many thoughts, is it so many thoughts, they are okay, as they are not exposed with the superior, or as they are not shared with the superiors, what happens? The subordinates, they carry these thoughts, they carry these thoughts, right? But okay, what is said, or whenever we consider healthy interpersonal relationship, what is needed? Yes, the superior should open up with the subordinates, and the subordinates should also be free to share it with the superiors. Okay, it happens whenever there is good communication between superior and subordinate. Okay, then it is interrelatedness. Interrelatedness means what? Dependence. Okay, interrelatedness means dependence. Dependence of whom? Dependence of one person on another. Okay, whenever we consider interrelationship, okay, see, whenever interpersonal relationship is considered, okay, usually see the colleagues become friends. Okay, they establish a good tie up with one another. Why? Because they do know that, okay, they have dependence. Okay, if today they do help their colleague, then tomorrow whenever they will be facing same type of situation, whenever they will be in need of help, surely that colleague will help them. Okay, so this sense of dependence itself makes your relationship healthy. Okay, then respect. Respect is especially important in challenging situations as it can help individuals focus on problem solving. What is respect? Yes, respect is the base of any relationship. Okay, it might be the friends, it might be your family, it might be, is it, some relations into your workplace, is it? Yes, every relationship, every interpersonal relationship should always be having respect. Respect between, yes, two or more people, is it? You should always be respecting the other party, and other party should always keep in mind that whenever they are communicating with you, that respect should be present. Okay, that respect should be present, because if we give and take respect, surely it will be helpful for us to maintain a healthier interpersonal relationship. Because, okay, yes, we want to complete or accomplish certain common goals, right? Okay, then varied interaction means, okay, see, whenever you are working with your superior, whenever you are working with your colleagues, and whenever you are working with your subordinates, or whenever you are communicating with your superior, your tone with the superior, whenever you are communicating with your colleague, your tone with your colleague, okay, and whenever you are communicating with your subordinate, that tone, okay, these three tones, they do have difference. Okay, what is the difference? See, whenever you are communicating with your superior, is it, superior, the boss, the one whom you are answerable, is it, at the time, yes, whenever you are using the words, you should be utmost be caring, right? Okay, you should always keep in mind that, yes, think before speak. Why? Because one of your word can badly affect your job, is it? That person can, yes, that person can, yes, can penalize you, can punish you, is it, can neglect you, can ask your resignation, is it, all these things can happen. Okay, now whenever you are communicating with your colleagues, yes, they are at the same level, right? You and that person, you and your colleagues, they are at the same position. Okay, so you can be friendly with your colleagues also, right? You can share all those things with your colleagues also. Okay, but yes, respect is the base of such a relation also. Yes, respect is the base, but in excess to that, whenever you are communicating horizontally, is it, see, you're free to communicate because that person has the same position, right? You're free to communicate, is it, you can share each thing, you can ask help, you can ask assistance, is it, all these things can happen. Now whenever you are communicating with your subordinate, is it, you are the boss, you are the superior, right? Okay, so at the time, yes, you can't hurt the respect, but still your tone, it differs, right? Your volume, your voice, it differs. Why? Because, okay, if that person has not completed any task, you should be that strict, is it, so that you can ensure completion of the task in the next time, right? Okay, so Varied interaction means whenever you are interacting with different person, your tone differs, right? Okay. Then effective communication. See, effective communication, why it is needed? Okay. Timely communication. Okay. Timely communication is needed because if you think that your relationship with the other person, which was important, which is important, it is affecting. Okay. If you think that it is affecting, then surely you should communicate. Is it? You should use your soft skill so that the trust will not be broken. Okay, because once the trust is broken, surely you can't save the relationship with that person, right? Okay, even as we know you are dependent on that person, okay, you need support from that person, surely you should be using your soft skill, and you should always, yes, care about the communication conversation and ensure that, okay, your interpersonal relationship will never be affected. So all these things, they are features of interpersonal relationship. Is it? Why we should be caring about interpersonal relationship? Because you do have strong bond, you do have common goals. Is it? And if you want to accomplish the common goals, surely, is it, your communication, your relationship should be that strong. Okay, with this we conclude today's lecture. Thank you.